Good morning. Junk and Fool over here in Porterville. Taking a couple of days off the Chevy project. It's moving right along. We're not giving up on it. Just sometimes you got to get away from some things. You working on it, kind of sprinkling here and there today. So I've showed this somewhat before. I just mowed around it, some of the weeds off it. It's a 65 Buick Skylark. Get the hood open and off. In pretty good shape. Oh, I got some rust there. I don't know about that. Not bad for a 65. So the guy that I got this from, it was sitting in a building for, I guess, 20 years. And they were fitting it for a big block. And I guess they got original engine out of Buick. I don't know. I was trying to get the engine. It was possibly going to be for sale, but so I got this, and I can't remember what else. I think a Jeep. I did a video, it was a long time ago, and I ended up taking in the scrap. I gave him a couple $100, and I think I got about $300 or better out of the stuff that I took in and scrapped out. So this ended up being a freebie. Now I got a receipt and everything, and I've got titles before. It doesn't have a title, but I'm pretty sure I can get a title. You basically get a receipt with the numbers on it saying they sold it to you, and they just do like a lien check on it. And you want to get a price put on the receipt, because otherwise they start wanting you to take it in and get it appraised and everything, the value of it. So it's got some yard sale stuff in it, some insulation. The floors actually look to be pretty solid. That's probably the first thing I do is pull the seats and stuff out. Kind of ragged out in here. Top, this wasn't like this 6 months ago. So I thought I may as well do something with it. $82,000. Of course, that motor, I don't know what happened to that motor. I wished I would have got the original motor. Now, this didn't have a key when I bought it. The guy was looking for the keys and looking for the titles, or the title. He didn't find neither one, but the guy that he bought it from was looking for the title. So he had the receipt from the guy he bought it from, I guess is how it went. And then I got that around here someplace, but then he gave me a receipt, so I was out cleaning up some junk. This is a Plymouth key. This is probably 2 or 3 months ago. I seen that sitting on the ground and come over here. And I know this didn't come with a key. It works fine in here. What's the chances of that? They come with an AM radio. This don't have one unless it's in this stuff someplace. So I'm going to be working on this, probably not until this winter. I'm going to make sure I can get a title, which I'm sure I can, and get the tires aired up or replaced so they'll hold air, and probably take it in the garage and basically start the body work. And I'm not sure about this transmission that's in here, if it even is any good. I could rebuild it, but I'd rather find a vehicle, older vehicle with a point distributor with like a 283 or 327 or 350. I don't really need a big block. I just set it up like if I wanted to drive it. And I've been looking on the computer. You can get all kinds of parts for this. Got some Bondo in it here. The top all looks good. The trunk needs to be replaced. I've been putting some stuff in the trunk. I don't know if them rims will fit this or not. I had some. It's got the center caps around here for them. And for some reason they painted the bumpers, both of them, front and back. So I'm going to try to pull that paint off. Here's the key to the trunk. You can see, well, you can't really see this. I picked the radiator up that was at that job. I had 2 or 3 of them. I think that's the right original radiator. Another hood hinge over there. Just the stuff that looked like car parts around there. I put them in here. Looked like it might go to it. I don't know where I'd find another key if I lost this one. So this is a junkin' pool over here in Porville. Get the old MIG welder out. And I don't know how, I'm sure it's a lot rustier than it looks. That's pretty bad right there, but that's not bad at all to replace. I believe I can replace all the chrome. I've seen people just not put it back on. I don't want to put a bunch of money into anything, but they go pretty good if you look on the computer. They go pretty high when they're restored. I just stuck them pistons in there. I think I did. I'll just scrap all this. But I'm not sure about the motor mounts. Like I said, they got it all set up for that big block and they never put it in here. And I didn't get a hold of it. I tried to get a hold of them a couple different times on it. And then WD's empty. I put it up for sale. I had a couple people asking about it and they wanted pictures of the... They kept thinking the motor was in there. I told them it had a bare big block fitted for a bare big block, but they couldn't quite grasp what I was talking about. But that's alright. Got a dent there, pull that fender off, pop that out. Not really a body man or anything, but a little bit of rust there, not bad. I think the floors are actually looking fairly solid. Hard to tell with the carpet in here. Needs a front windshield. I guess all the other windows are in here. I like the old cars. I think they're actually supposed to be original rims. I'm not sure. There's the VIN number. Whoops. You know, a lot of guys track these numbers down. I was watching a couple videos on these today, and one guy had one up for sale, and he become a family man, and he decided he wanted to sell it. He bought it. I think it was blew up. It was a Skylark like this, better shape than this one. I can't remember what state he was in, southern state. But it was kind of cool. Guy come to look at it, and he ended up selling it to the guy. The guy that come to look at it was wanting one because his dad had one just like it. And since his dad had one that he was driving or fixing up or whatever, he decided he wanted one. So he goes and buys the car from the guy. And apparently, from what I gathered, I was reading the comments, it ended up being his dad's car. And I don't know if he didn't realize it until I gave him the title. It had his dad's name on it, but he wanted one because his dad had one, and that was actually his dad's original car. So I thought that was kind of a cool story. I pulled it out here with a fan belt, just wrapped around the frame. I use these all the time. You'd be surprised how much work you can do with a fan belt. And you don't do no damage to it to speak of. This is a junkin' pool. Just showed this a little bit. We're trying to get down the license bureau. We've got to make an appointment. And that's one thing I want to do, is make sure I can get the proper paperwork before I put a bunch of time into this. Like I said, I've done that before. Usually ain't no big issue. Thanks for stopping by Porville. going to be one of my projects. I may have to drive this. Simple to work on once you get them done. Have a great day. Goodbye now. Go find a project.